Attachment. It's a simple word, yet its implications run deep into the core of who we are. From the moment we are born, the bonds we form with our caregivers shape not only our childhoods, but also the way we navigate relationships, emotions, and mental health as adults. But how exactly does this process work? Why do some people thrive in relationships while others struggle with trust, dependency, or fear of rejection? This video covers attachment styles, a framework that reveals how early relationships with parents or caregivers influence the way we connect with others throughout our lives. What are attachment styles? Attachment styles refer to the patterns of behavior and emotional connections that individuals develop in relationships based on their early interactions with caregivers. The concept originated from the research of John Bowlby, the father of attachment theory, and was later expanded by psychologist Mary Ainsworth. Bowlby believed that a child's attachment to their caregiver was a crucial survival mechanism. Through his studies, he identified that the way caregivers respond to a child's needs influences whether the child develops a secure or insecure attachment style. Ainsworth's famous strange situation experiment categorized attachment into 4 primary styles. 1. Secure attachment. 2. Anxious-preoccupied attachment. 3. Avoidant-dismissive attachment. 4. Fearful-avoidant attachment. Each of these styles impacts how we behave in relationships, handle stress, and regulate our emotions as adults. Secure attachment, the ideal foundation. Let's start with the gold standard, secure attachment. People with a secure attachment style typically had caregivers who were consistent, responsive, and nurturing. These individuals learn to trust others and feel comfortable with intimacy. As adults, those with a secure attachment style are likely to build healthy, balanced relationships, trust their partners without being overly dependent, effectively communicate their needs and emotions. For example, imagine a partner who feels confident in expressing love and accepting vulnerability. That's the hallmark of secure attachment. Anxious-preoccupied attachment, the fear of abandonment. Next, we have anxious-preoccupied attachment, which often stems from inconsistent caregiving. These caregivers may have been loving at times but unavailable or unresponsive at others, leaving the child unsure about whether their needs will be met. As adults, individuals with this attachment style tend to crave closeness but fear rejection or abandonment, experience heightened emotional sensitivity, seek constant reassurance from their partners. This attachment style can lead to behaviors like clinginess or overthinking. For example, someone with an anxious-preoccupied style might send multiple texts to their partner, fearing they're being ignored. Avoidant-dismissive attachment, independence over intimacy. On the other end of the spectrum is avoidant-dismissive attachment, which often develops when caregivers are emotionally unavailable or dismissive of the child's needs. These children learn to self-soothe and rely on themselves, suppressing their emotional needs. As adults, avoidant individuals tend to value independence over intimacy, struggle to open up emotionally, avoid commitment or close relationships. While this style can make someone appear confident and self-sufficient, it often masks an underlying fear of vulnerability. A classic example is someone who ends relationships as soon as they start to feel too serious. Fearful-avoidant attachment, the push-pull dynamic. Lastly, we have fearful-avoidant attachment, a mix of anxious and avoidant traits. This style often arises from traumatic or abusive experiences where the caregiver was both a source of comfort and fear. As adults, those with this attachment style often struggle with conflicting desires for closeness and distance, exhibit intense emotional highs and lows in relationships, experience trust issues and difficulty regulating emotions. This style can lead to a push-pull dynamic in relationships. For example, a person may crave love but push their partner away due to fear of being hurt. How attachment styles shape mental health. Attachment doesn't just affect relationships, it also influences mental health. Secure attachment tends to promote emotional stability and resilience, while insecure attachment styles are linked to higher rates of anxiety, depression, and stress. For instance, someone with an anxious attachment style may experience chronic worry in relationships, fueling anxiety. Similarly, avoidant attachment can lead to feelings of loneliness and emotional detachment, contributing to depressive symptoms. Understanding your attachment style is a powerful tool for improving mental health. By recognizing these patterns, you can start to challenge negative behaviors and foster healthier connections. Can attachment styles be changed? The good news is that attachment styles are not set in stone. While they are shaped by early experiences, they can evolve over time through self-awareness, therapy, and healthy relationships. Therapy, particularly forms like cognitive behavioral therapy or emotionally focused therapy, can help individuals rewire their attachment patterns. Building secure relationships with supportive and understanding partners can also promote healing. Self-reflection and emotional work allow individuals to challenge unhealthy behaviors and embrace vulnerability. In conclusion, our early relationships with caregivers lay the foundation for how we navigate love, trust, and connection as adults. By understanding attachment styles, we gain insight into why we behave the way we do, and more importantly, how we can grow. Whether you identify as secure, anxious, avoidant, or fearful, remember that change is always possible. With effort and self-compassion, we can all work toward building stronger, healthier relationships. So, what's your attachment style? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and let's start a meaningful conversation about connection, growth, and healing. Watch more content in science, philosophy, and psychology on Knowledge tab. Stay curious. Stay inspired.